Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me in another of my monologues. I'm smoking a very lovely aromatic that I've never tried before, that one of my lovely viewers on my other channel, the Vogue Show, sent to me. It's very nice, actually. It's got a beautiful room note. Those of you who don't watch that channel will have no notion of what I'm talking about, but it doesn't matter. I was watching Robert Odek's latest video the other day. I'll leave a link in the description talking about AI and various things. Fascinating thing. One of the curious things that he was talking about, which I'd often thought about myself, and that was to do with facial recognition technology and this CBDCs. Because the AI conversation that he was having, as I say, was a similar thought that I'd had a while ago, that when you have a CBDC and you have, so central bank digital currency or any kind of digital currency, and you're in the supermarket, what is to stop the supermarket having, you've got a tin of beans and you're looking at the beans and there's no prices at all. You think that's very strange. And in order to know what the price of that tin of beans, you'd hold up your phone or device or whatever and you'd go, oh yes, it's £1.50 or whatever the price is. And what might be going on when somebody else comes along and it's only 25 pence is that the facial recognition might go, ah yes, Richard Vobes, you're deemed to be a troublemaker. We'll charge you more. Whereas Mrs. Miggs, who's just come over, who's very obedient, pays all her bills on time, doesn't question anything, is very subservient, does everything that we tell her, we're only going to charge her 25p. And so she holds up her little phone or device or whatever to find out the cost of it, and she is charged only 25p. And of course the facial recognition technology is recognizing who is peering at the food at that one time, or whatever the product is, whether it's a bus ticket or whether it's to park in a bay in town. The facial recognition goes, ah yes, this person, we know about him, he didn't pay his council tax on time, or he wrote a letter of complaint to this department about something else, or he was rude to a policeman, or whatever it is, the data that is being collected. And instead of sending you a bill, let's say, instead of you park your car 10 minutes longer than you're supposed to, and you're running back to get to the car, and the ka-ching, the little meters expired, and now you've got to pay a penalty of £100 because you didn't get there within 10 minutes. The world had almost come to an end. That everybody was going, oh my God, if he doesn't get back to it's too much. You must penalise that man, penalise him because he didn't get back to his car. He was 10 minutes late and he didn't shift it in time, so some poor little old lady could get into that parking bay. So we will penalise him. Well, instead of actually sending you the bill and so you then have a bit of argy-bargy with them going, well, it was only 10 minutes, it was only 10 minutes. Instead of that, they just go, no, that's fine. That's fine. There's no stress. There's no worries. We know who you are. It's just everything you buy from now on until what we would have charged you, that extra £100, will be added to everything you buy in a form of tax. It will be the parking fee. You don't have to go to court. You don't have to do anything. No argy-bargy. It's all very convenient. Your life you'll just carry on swimming. It's just that everything will be slightly more expensive because you won't know the price difference. Suddenly, to have that cup of coffee in one of those big branded shops is now, instead of, I don't know, £1.50, it's now £3.50 to you. To the next person who didn't overrun when they parked their car, or weren't cheeky to a policeman, or did pay their bills on time, or whatever, picked up their litter, whatever it might have been, it's cheaper for them. Now, on the one hand, you can think, well, this is a brilliant system. It's a brilliant system because it means that people will behave themselves, won't it? You won't have all these antisocial people in the middle of the night playing loud music because we'll just charge them more. And they'll go, oh, I don't want to, you know, my tin of beans now is £10 instead of £1. So they'll stop playing their music in the middle of the night. And the graffiti artists who are spraying on the bridges or on the walls in the subways and things like that. Oh, yeah, we know who you are because of the facial recognition. Everything you do will be recognised and stored up to be used against you, but in a financial way, because that's easy, isn't it? That's easy. And if you can't see the prices, and if there's no other way to pay for something other than in a CBDC or a digital thing, then that will be how they will charge. And what will you do? I need a tin of beans. Doesn't matter whether you go to this shop, or this shop, they're all the same. That price. In fact, if you have to get in your car and drive a bit further to a different shop, thinking oh, it might be a bit cheaper, the facial recognition technology will go, you're now polluting the atmosphere, you're causing more carbon, your footprint has increased, we'll just add an extra 50p to that tin of beans because you thought you were going to get it cheaper. It's actually gone up. So that everything is priced to you individually. Now, in some ways, this is already going on, isn't it? And it's always gone on because if you are, say, a regular customer in a little shop, and the guy knows you and you're buying loads of stuff every week and what have you, they'll give you a discount, won't they? Or if you're, say, at a seaside resort, if you're one of the people who live there, one of the inhabitants who lives at the seaside resort, perhaps the fish and chip chap will say, oh, you're one of us, it's this rate. Oh, you're a tourist, it's this rate. And so to a degree, this sort of difference of pricing goes on. I know that when I was in the corporate filmmaking business, a charity would get in touch and they'd say, but it's for charity, it's for the children. You know, how much would you charge to make this video about this, that and the other? And you think, okay, I'll drop my prices because you're a charity. And then if it was a big corporation, you'd go, well, I'll fleece them a bit. I'll charge them a bit more because they're charging everybody else and the end client gets charged. And so it goes on. So there is always been a sense of different prices for different people. But you don't kind of expect it when it's, say, a tin of beans or a piece of steak or whatever it is. And you think, well, this is one price for everybody who walks in that store, isn't it? But no, it could be with the facial recognition technology of the future that actually you'll come in and because of your behavior, because of the stuff they know about you, then you get charged accordingly. Now, I'd be interested in what you think about that. There'll be some people who think that's a laudable idea because after all, shouldn't we all just be good people? Shouldn't we all obey the authority? Shouldn't none of us actually argue, ask questions, use critical thinking? Or does that mean that you become a compliant individual? Do you then become just a drone because you don't want to have everything going up? That freedom is actually taken away from you? My argument, of course, is why the hell are they looking at you in the first place? Oh, I can hear the cat trying to get in. Obviously, if you own a pet, that might give you a certain level of comfort, and therefore comfort probably comes at a price. And so you'll probably have to pay a bit more for that cat. And of course, if you're feeding it good quality food, you probably have to, oh gosh, that cat seems to be doing very well. Well, we better charge you a bit more. You can see that if the price is out of your control, if you no longer have any control on any of this, then what is the point of carrying on? So these are some of the things that obviously is worth thinking about. And as I say, go and have a look at Robert Odeck's video. It is quite shocking what is being predicted. However, it is only the AI predicting it. And AI, of course, isn't real. It isn't a sentient thing. It doesn't actually think. It gives the illusion of thinking because of the way it divulges the stuff. But that's just a program giving you the illusion that it thinks. It doesn't think, it doesn't exist. We, as real people, as spirits in a flesh and blood body, we are the most powerful things in this world, and we have the ability to push back against all of this stuff. We always have, only we often choose to take the line of least resistance. Oh, it's convenient, isn't it? It's convenient not to use cash. It's convenient to pay with my phone. It's convenient to use a credit card. It's convenient to use the big corporations. Much more convenient to go along with what everybody else is doing, sweep along here, than to stand up in and be counted and separately and be independent, have your own thoughts rather than have everybody else telling you what you must think. You must behave this way. It is far easier to acquiesce than to be an independent soul and fight for your fellow man and stand up for your rights. And of course, it's entirely up to you what you do. So good luck with that tin of beans. That's all I say. Oh, I imagine my tin of beans will be prohibitively expensive because I smoke a pipe. And of course, I'm getting all that goodness from the nicotine. Ooh, can't say that. Mustn't say that. Oh my goodness, suddenly everything has gone up. Don't question the narrative, Mr. Vobes. You can drop that Mr, by the way. I never had a title. Till next time, thanks for watching. Toodle pip.